It's the Hyundai Leadoff Man Show. Now, here's Len Casper.
We are live from a rainy Wrigley Field, and we're set for the Hyundai Leadoff Man on WGN Sports. We will play baseball today. We'll get started a little bit late, but the team with the best record in all of baseball, the Chicago Cubs, host the team with a worse mark in the majors, the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Len Casper. Welcome to the Leadoff Man. The Cubs coming off a series win over the Cincinnati Reds. The Nationals, meanwhile, snapped a 12-game losing streak last night as they beat the Phillies. They arrived at their team hotel here in Chicago about 1:40 this morning. We hope to start around 1:40 this afternoon, but that's probably in jeopardy. We will not start on time at 1:20, but we'll have rain delay programming, so stay with us. Yesterday, the Cubs winning the all-important rubber game. Let's check out the highlights as Big Z was on the mound for the Cubs, looking for a good start and lots of emotion as usual. Boy, really battled in that first inning, but was able to get out of it without allowing any runs. Brandon Phillips on a 3-0 pitch, grounding out. Nice play by Mark DeRosa to get out of it. Little venting by Carlos as he went into the dugout after that first inning. More with him a little bit later. Bottom of the second, the Cubs led 1-0 at this point, and Mark DeRosa with a home run to left off Josh Fogg, his 15th of the year. Every home run he hits now is a new career high, 2-0 Cubs. In the third inning, Big Z with his 4th homer of the year, the 16th of his career, his 5th career homer against the Reds, and now a career-high 7-game hitting streak for Carlos. The Reds would get close. Home runs by Jay Bruce and Joey Votto cut it to 3-2, but in the ninth, Kerry Wood comes on. He was very sharp. Called strike 3 to get Javier Valentin, and the Cubs take their 7th straight series, their 6th consecutive rubber game. W flag flying atop the ballpark, and a 5.5-game lead over Milwaukee, and the Brewers hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates this weekend. The Cardinals are 8 back, and they'll entertain the Atlanta Braves starting tonight. And when we come back, we're going to hear from Carlos Zambrano on that start, and also about the cracked tooth, another Cubby occurrence. But as we go to break, we'd like to recognize our Chicagoland Hyundai dealer of the game, Elgin Hyundai in Elgin, Illinois. Hyundai, the right choice. Log on to myhyundaichicago.com. We'll be right back.
That is so reassuring, my little flower.
At the Marwood Zoo, something's bringing out the animal in everyone.
Susie, what are you going down there for?
John Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, Michael Palin, Fierce Creatures.
Saturday at 8 on WGN America.
A new Tarzan.
You'll never kill him.
For a new generation. Tarzan and the Lost City.
Saturday at 3.
Gillette. The people who know men best. Introduce Gillette High Performance Shampoo. Engineered with charged cleansers that attract dirt and oil. Empower them away for a charged clean that lasts all day. New Gillette High Performance Shampoo. Take charge of your hair.
Join the Night Watchman as he secures the fortress in an ongoing quest to keep it safe from mediocre television. Travel deep down to the movie underground to screen another movie mind fresh from the vaults. Tonight, we got Spike Lee's take on the Son of Sam murders of New York in the steaming hot thriller, Summer of Sam.
The Son of Sam.
Enter the movie underground tonight at 8 East 5 West, right here on WGN America. It's not a dream. You are not hallucinating. You're witnessing the metamorphosis of a new network. WGN America. Keep your eyes here.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man. Brought to you in part by Walgreens, the pharmacy of the Chicago Cubs. And by your local Hyundai dealer. What a day for a Hyundai deal during your Hyundai dealer's Dollars and Cents clearance.
So the Cubs hosting the Washington Nationals. The Cubs actually early in the season lost 2 of 3 to the Nats, but they're a much different looking ball club, a little bit younger than they were early on in the season. Well, we talked about Carlos Zambrano. He got his 13th win of the year yesterday. He's 4-0 now against the Cincinnati Reds. Not only has he pitched great this year, but how about the batting? .361, 4 home runs. 13 driven in to go along with the 13 wins and the 3.29 earned run average. He wasn't on top of his game yesterday, but 7 strong innings, gave up just a solo home run to Jay Bruce, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts to improve to 13-5 on the season. And earlier today, with the weather a little bit nicer, I had a chance to sit down with the Cubs ace. Well, Z, it was a battle early yesterday, but you only gave up 1 run, and your team gets a win. And when you go 7 innings, your record has been perfect this year.
Yeah, that was the most important thing yesterday, and, it was battle to myself yesterday in the first inning. But, I was able to come back and do my work, and, thank God that everything went the way I wanted.
Mark O'Neill and Lou Piniella came out. We were wondering what the heck's going on. It was a tooth that cracked. What happened?
Well, I was warming up and I was chewing a gum, and I felt something in my mouth, and I thought that I was a little dirt that jumping into my mouth, but thank God that it was just a little piece, and I will get it fixed today at the doctor, so it's nothing big.
Are you going to be able to continue to chew the gum that you like to chew? That's the big question for Cubs fans want to know.
Yeah. I think, it helping me to, settle down and to be more calm, and, whatever you have to do to get on track, I will do it.
You always like to help yourself at the plate. You hit another home run yesterday. You seem to be really locked in.
Yeah, it was big hit and a key hit, and thank God that I make a good contact about that ball, and I think the whole at bat I was looking for that changeup, and like I say, thank God that I make a good contact.
You are one of the most mild-mannered guys off the field. You're always having a good time joking around. You always say hi to people. You even talk to me the day you pitch, which not a lot of starters do. But when you're on the mound, you're a different person. You're so intense. Sometimes you argue with yourself. Lou said you had the conversation with yourself yesterday and not him. How has that gone as far as progressing in your career, maybe maturing a little bit and understanding that sometimes you have to let it go and then just move on?
Yeah, I mean, you can have a bad inning, but don't let. I try not to let that inning affect me, my whole game, so it can be a bad hitter, a batter. I've been mad at myself, and after that, I would say to myself, let's go. This is only one inning, one bad inning, and you can still win the game. Like the game in Florida, I was able to stop 5 runs, and it was good for us that my teammates came back in the ninth inning and win the game. That's when you don't have your best game, or you don't have your best stuff that day, and just keep battling. Keep doing as far as you can go, and at least let your team a chance to win a ball game.
Along those lines, how important is your relationship with the catchers, Giovanni Soto and Henry Blanco, and them kind of making sure that everything stays kind of in line, so to speak?
It is important, especially with Gio. He's been catching the most games this year, and I know that Henry is a veteran, and he has some word to me to say sometime, but Gio, he has been important for me this year, because the moment that I'm frustrated, I'm not doing too good on the mound, and he come to me and he say a lot of good things, and let's move on, and in some way that calmed me down.
First base, is that your position? If if pitching doesn't work out, which I think it will.
Well, I used to play right field. When I was growing up in the street, I used to play right field and first base. Those two positions. I used to play before I became a pitcher.
Could you pitch left-handed? Could you get somebody out if you had to in a big league game pitching left-handed? And how hard do you throw from the left side?
I can't. I don't think I can pitch left-handed, but I don't have good curveball. I don't have good changeup, and to pitch in the big league, you have to have 3 or 4 quality pitches, and I only have a fastball. I threw 85 in Los Angeles when I was doing a commercial for the team that sponsored me, and they were surprised just like me, but I can play any other position, right? Left field. I can play left-handed.
Last question. How about this team right now? Is this the best team you've been on? And I know you don't want to look too far down the road, but it seems to be a very special ball club.
It is. It is a good ball club, and the chemistry that we have is outstanding. Everybody help each other, and if you make a mistake, your teammate pick you up, and that's important when a team do that to you. Like going back to the game of Florida. That's the most recent game that I didn't do too well, but my teammates picked me up and in the 9th inning, and it's special. This team has been all year long fighting for to win the game. We can be down 2-3 runs, and you can see one game that we was down for a lot of runs, and we came back. D-Lee was out of the lineup. I don't know if you remember that game, but that's the team that we have this year. No matter what's the score, tell you, but we go out and trying to win the game.
It's good stuff from Carlos Zambrano. Again, 13 wins on the year, and now at least 1 RBI in each of his last 7 starts. That is tied for the longest streak for any pitcher since 1920. Pretty good stuff, and we've seen him as a pinch hitter. We could see him as a pinch hitter today. We'll see how it plays out. We'll talk about today's starting pitchers as we continue the leadoff man on WGN.
It's easy to sell your home fast with the No Commission Company. For salebyowner.com.
We sold our home in 3 weeks.
I had no idea it could be that easy. It really was.
We've helped thousands of people save millions of dollars. We give you lawn signs and a step-by-step guide. We even have advisors on call to answer any questions. Visit forsalebyowner.com now at forsalebyowner.com. Forsalebyowner.com. No commission, lots of help.
There's always something going on.
Let the good times roll.
New Orleans is the place.
Come for the Mardi Gras.
Jazz Fest.
Sweet sounds of jazz.
French Quarter Fest.
Everybody loves the French Quarter.
What are you doing Saturday night?
Come on down and have a good time.
The time of your life.
Come fall in love with New Orleans all over again.
Call now or visit NewOrleansOnline.com to order your free guide and get great hotel rates starting at $79.
At the Marwood Zoo, something's bringing out the animal in everyone.
Susie, what are you going down there for?
John Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, Michael Palin, fierce creatures.
Saturday at 8 on WGN America.
Breakfast as usual just went kaboom. Get ready for a breakfast so different you'll taste it with all 5 senses. Try Denny's new sizzling breakfast skillets for an incredible $5.99. Real breakfast 24/7.
The men of TV are de-evolving from man of the house.
I am the king in my castle.
To man of the couch.
Haven't I heard of you? You're not a cop, are you?
Just when you think it can't get any worse, these guys show up.
I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. That's my other brother Daryl.
Watch the men of classic TV go from sophisticated to sauced. Put your mind on rewind with Out of Sight Retro Night on WGN America. Keep your eyes here.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man, brought to you in part by Walgreens, the pharmacy of the Chicago Cubs. And by your local Hyundai dealer. What a day for a Hyundai deal during your Hyundai dealer's Dollars and Cents clearance.
Today's Game Time forecast is sponsored by The Great Escape. Save on pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and everything you need for summer fun. Warm temperatures, the wind coming out of the south. We had the wind blowing in for the entire series against the Cincinnati Reds. High humidity, as you would expect, because it's raining. Scattered thunderstorms. Not raining very hard at the moment, but we probably won't start until it stops completely. When we do start, the pitching matchup. Left-hander John Lannon beat the Cubs in D.C. on the 27th of April. 7 shutout innings in the Nationals 2-0 victories. Pitched much better than his record would indicate. Jason Markey turned 30 yesterday. He's won his last 2 starts. The Cubs are 13-9 when he takes the ball here in 2008. And Jason's going to also work on 8 days of rest. Because of the second half problems he's had, the Cubs have tried to build in some extra rest. He's talked about the mental component of the second half because he's pitched so well over the last couple of years in the first half. So he's trying for a strong finish. And the Cubs continue to play so well here at home. They won 2 of 3 against the Reds. They'll start a series coming up here against the Nationals. Then they head to Pittsburgh next week for 3. Well, that's going to do it on the Leadoff Man Show. Guests of the Leadoff Man Show receive a gift certificate to Harry Carey's legendary Italian steakhouse, voted best steakhouse in Chicago. Bob Brenly will join me, and we'll have more coming up. Hopefully baseball right around the corner. The Cubs hosting the Washington Nationals next.
Let me tell you about a very important phone call I made. When I got my Medicare card, I realized I needed an AARP Medicare supplement insurance card too.
One simple call gave me the chance to talk with a personal health insurance advisor
who answered all my questions about Medicare supplement plans.
So I could understand it all. After I called,
I was able to choose the plan that was right for me.
If you're already on or eligible for Medicare, call now to find out how an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, helps you pay some of the 20% of your medical expenses not covered by Medicare Part B. That can save you from paying thousands of dollars out of your own pocket. These are the only Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans exclusively endorsed by AARP, a name you trust. When you call now, we'll send you this free information kit with all you need to enroll, so you can join the millions of people who've already trusted us for their Medicare supplement insurance. Plus, we'll send you this free guide to understanding Medicare.
The prices are competitive.
I can keep my own doctor and choose my own hospital.
and I don't need a referral to see a specialist.
Call now to get the free information kit. Plus, we'll include this free Medicare guide. And the advantages don't end there. You can choose from a wide range of plans that are all competitively priced, so you can find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. There are virtually no claim forms to fill out. And best of all, they're the only Medicare supplement plans endorsed by AARP.
When they told me these plans were endorsed by AARP,
I had only one thing to say.
Sign me up.
Call now 1-800-592-0813 and let us help you choose the right plan. So call now 1-800-592-0813 and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan. A personal health insurance advisor is waiting for your call.
This fall, it's a crime.
Oh, I slipped and pooped.
That they're cops.
Reno 911, tonight at 1 East 10 West.
The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
from rainy Wrigley Field, and we're set for Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. Today, the Cubs will open up a weekend series against the struggling Washington Nationals. We will begin under a rain delay. Hopefully, baseball just a few minutes away here on WGN. Hi again, everyone. With the tarp behind us, Bob Brenly along with Len Casper. The Cubs continue to play consistent baseball. They've done it really start not to finish, but they're hoping to get to that finish line playing the way they've been playing.
Yeah, the start up to this point, and I think part of the reason for that is they've been able to stay relatively healthy, with the exception of the Kerry Wood blister, Alfonso Soriano with a couple stints on the disabled list, Zambrano gone briefly, but they've been able to keep their horses on the field for the most part as a very well-balanced ball club, and those are the kind of numbers you would expect with the performance we've seen from the Cubs since spring training.
And you really notice with those numbers how the record kind of matches the earned run average, and the one I like is in June when the ERA was up a little bit. The Cubs offense kind of picked them up, and they still finished over 500.
That gets back to the balance I was talking about just a moment ago. The starting pitchers can be dominant at times. The bullpen has been dominant for most of the season, but on those rare occasions when the pitching does stumble, that's when the defense and the offense pick up the slack.
All right, still over a month to go. Cubs in good shape right now, but you take it day to day. Cubs go into action today, 5.5 games up on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cardinals a distant 8 back, but you take nothing for granted at this point.
Absolutely nothing for granted. And I guarantee you, Len, we pay a lot more attention to the standings than the players do. They know they're ahead of the Brewers and the Cardinals. They might not know by how many games. They might not know who the Brewers are playing today, and that's the way you like it. Ignorance is bliss.
All right, the Cubs are playing the team with the worst record in all of baseball. The Nationals just snapped a 12-game losing streak last night, but they lost 2 of 3 in D.C., and John Lannon was excellent against them.
Yeah, he was really good. 7 innings of 4-hit baseball. He did walk 4 in that game back in D.C. Earlier this season, and coming off a start where he walked 4 in 4 innings against the Colorado Rockies on his way to giving up 8 earned runs. This guy's a pretty good young pitcher pitching for a bad ball club.
He's pitched a lot better on the road than he has at their new ballpark, Nationals Park. And Jason Marquis working on 8 days of rest, but he's won back-to-back starts.
Jason Marquis has proven that it doesn't really bother him if he gets 3 days rest, 4 days rest, 8 days rest. He's going to go out there and do the things that he does. I've used the term workmanlike to describe his efforts recently, and I use that as a compliment.
All right, we'll take a break, and kind of a festive day here at Wrigley Field as former Blackhawk Chris Chelios with the Stanley Cup. He won it with the Detroit Red Wings in the spring. So a good photo opportunity. Eddie Vedder in the ballpark along with John Cusack. And Chris Chelios will sing the 7th inning stretch a little bit later on. Nationals and Cubs coming up.
Travel deep down to the movie underground to screen another movie mind fresh from the vaults. Tonight, we got Spike Lee's take on the Son of Sam murders of New York, Summer of Sam. Tonight at 8 East, 5 West on WGN America.
A new Tarzan.
You'll never kill him.
For a new generation. Tarzan and the Lost City. Saturday at 3.
You can settle down. You can fire it up. You can tune it in, but it's still not summer until you bring it out. Introducing Bud Light Lime. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. One taste and you'll find the summer state of mind. It's in the lime. Bud Light Lime.
Last year, Expedia booked over 25 million trips worldwide. More trips than any other travel site. That gives you the power to get the best deal on the one trip that really matters. Yours. Expedia.com. And right now, you can get our best hotel deals yet. It's the Expedia half-off hotel sale. Get up to 50% off hotels, plus get $75 for free gas.
Alex Klein is a real Geico customer, not a paid celebrity. So to help tell his story, we hired that guy who does those funny sound effects.
My car was totaled over 1,000 miles from home. So I called Geico. And in less than 10 business hours, I got a check for a new car.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Chicago Cubs baseball, brought to you by Bud Light Lime, the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime. The Chicagoland area Dodge dealers and the all-new 2009 Dodge Journey. AT&T. See what's new from the new AT&T. Visit att.com for details. The Illinois Lottery. Play the Illinois Lottery. Have a ball. By Pepsi. Every sip gets you closer. And by Southwest Airlines. You're now free to be more productive. Visit southwest.com today.
It is still raining. The skies have brightened a little bit. They do have the lights on, and tarp's still on the field. Hopefully, once the rain stops, it's not going to take this great grounds crew long to get the field ready. It has not taken on a whole lot of water at this point. And let's get the scoop from the WGN Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Tom Skilling.
Len and Bob, I think you guys will be playing ball imminently. The rains are passing through. Let me just show you what we're looking at right here in the weather office. That's the little cluster of storms that's come up here and gone through the area. And look at that. The bulk of the rain is off to the north and east now. Nothing following it, though, in this humid environment. One or two storms may yet bubble up later this afternoon. But I think you're imminently about ready to get that game going. There's a close-up view of it. And these storms have been flashing some lightning. But they're northeast bound, so to the southwest of us, not a lot going on. Here's the satellite picture right here, too. And you'll see that we're not far from some sunshine coming up into the area. Here's the bright cluster. That's the thunderstorm cluster. And look, you go down here to northern Will County, southern DuPage County, the area from which these storms, the weather is moving, and the sun is out. So I think imminent improvement of the weather is on the way, and it's play ball pretty soon at Wrigley Field. Len and Bob, back to you. We'll keep watching it. If anything changes, we'll get back to you.
All right, Tom, thanks very much, and congratulations to you on your 30th anniversary with WGN. Well, that's good news. Playing baseball here momentarily, and we mentioned the Cubs dropped 2 of 3 to the Nationals in Washington, D.C. And if you go back the last few years, the Cubs have played well against this team here, not so well on the road.
Well, if you look at this season, the Cubs have played well against everybody here at Wrigley Field, but the Nationals are kind of an odd team. They don't know whether they're rebuilding or whether they're trying to win this year. A lot of young players that are very talented but very inconsistent. Some veteran players who have trouble staying on the field because of health issues. But you can see the Cubs have handled them 5-1 here at Wrigley Field, only 4-6 on the road.
So again, the Cubs hosting the Nationals coming up, and skies looking better, and let's hope this rain delay will end soon. When we come back, we'll take a look back at the archives. Little Cubs forever here on WGN. That ball's gone. A home run. Sox win. Sox win. Yes. Cubs win. They win it. Oh, baby.
Ooh, the never-ending pasta bowl is going on.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I had no idea.
Our never-ending pasta bowl is back with new tomato basil caprese. Pick any sauce and pasta combination, then another. Just $8.95. Have all you want.
At Sacred Heart Hospital, we treat patients like family.
Giving each individual the kind of personal attention you won't find anywhere else.
Carla!
Our doctors are among the best in the nation.
Claire! I'm alive!
And we're the leading edge in diagnostics.
Well, this kid has a light bulb up his butt or his colon has a great idea.
In our home,
You don't just get better, you get the best.
And every employee takes pride in his work.
Plan on making it worth my while?
Scrubs, live 7 nights a week at 11 East, 8 West on WGN America.
We're in a rain delay. The Cubs hosting the Nationals, first of a 3-game weekend series. The tarp is on the field, and we've been celebrating 60 years of Cubs broadcasts on WGN Sports. All season long, we had the throwback telecast looking back to the first year of 1948 earlier this season. And you think about August, 20 years ago, August 8, 1988, the first scheduled game under the lights here at Wrigley Field. And what a festive night it was. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it rained that night. So let's take a look back. August 8, 1988, the Cubs hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's pick it up with our pregame coverage. Dan Roan at the microphone.
It's a concept embraced by many, repugnant to others, but weather permitting, there will be baseball at Wrigley Field tonight. More than 37,000 fans will squeeze into the 74-year-old ballpark to witness and take part in a piece of history. Good evening, everybody. I'm Dan Roan, welcoming you to Wrigley Field for tonight's baseball game. The weather report so far, very good. It's hot down on the field, but no rain in sight, and hopefully we won't have any rain here until about midnight. Well, we at WGN are very happy to be able to bring you this historic moment, as we've brought you so many moments from Wrigley Field over the past 40 years. The man who'll be turning the light switch on tonight here in the ballpark is a man who's seen a lot of history pass before his eyes. 91-year-old Harry Grossman. We thought you'd like to meet him.
61 years of marriage. She still talks to me.
Florence Grossman talks to her husband all right, but only when he's not at the ballpark. These ticket stubs represent some of the 5,000 games Harry Grossman has seen over 83 years as a Cub fan. From Tinker to Evers to Chance to Hartnett, Banks, and Sandberg, he's been there. But tonight is Harry's big night.
Naturally, any person out of maybe 50,000 Cub fans, die-hard Cub fans, they would pick me out to turn on the lights. It makes me very proud and privileged person to do so. So I feel pretty good. Anybody would. If I say no, I wouldn't be truthful to myself. Day or night, that doesn't make a matter. Win or lose, I'm a Cub fan 24 hours a day.
Harry's some character. I had a chance to go over to his home last week and talk to him there. He can remember baseball incidents that you can only read about in history books, remember them with a very clear mind at 91 years old. He's a very unique person, almost as unique as the ballpark itself. Harry will be turning on that switch in just a few minutes. Actually, it's a symbolic switch that he'll be turning on. An engineer will be underneath the bleachers doing the actual job down there, and then it'll take about 20 minutes or so for the lights to come on. WGN's Jack Brickhouse is the on-field master of ceremonies tonight. Jack is standing by near the Philadelphia Phillies on-deck circle. Jack is over there about to introduce Harry Grossman. You see Jack looking very cool. Jack not dressed up in a tuxedo like some of us are tonight. Steve Stone, Dwayne Statz, our assistant down here, Joe Corneo, and others. Wayne Messmer looking very sharp. He'll sing the national anthem tonight. Cubs are getting warmed up here and about to take infield practice. Again, the weather is very, very hot down here. In fact, it's just about as uncomfortable on the field as it has been for any day game all year long. Humidity levels very, very high, and the temperature certainly up in the 90s at this point, but expected to cool down. The wind at this point shouldn't be a factor in the baseball game. Here's our shot from the blimp tonight, a shot that should be absolutely beautiful before the night is over. Get a chance to see some of the traffic patterns around Wrigley Field. Traffic pretty well snarled up at this point. But all in all, it's a beautiful night for baseball, even if it is a little hot and humid. And we expect to have a great time here in the pregame show and then when the game starts at about 7 o'clock tonight. In just a moment, we'll be going over to Jack Brickhouse to turn that light switch on with Harry Grossman. In the meantime, we might tell you a little bit about what these lights are all about. 540 spotlights. General Electric is the contractor for the light stands here at Wrigley. They would put out just about 810,000 watts of electric power tonight as they light up this baseball field for the first time. There's a good shot at one of those standards. The Cubs are taking the field right now for infield practice. We'll talk to some of them later on as the evening progresses. Also, Don Granesco is in our lineup. We'll take a look at what Wrigley Field has meant to Cub fans throughout history. A big night here, and of course Harry and Steve, their leadoff man, an expanded edition of that coming up at about 6:30 or so. And a beautiful shot from way up. The Goodyear blimp. Crowd is coming in fairly early tonight. The stands are filling up, especially down here low. And we'll expect a full house of somewhere in the neighborhood of 37,000 plus. There's a look outside. This is down Waveland Avenue, and you can see the people lined up out there. There may be a 5-figure number of crowd outside the ballpark tonight as well. People just want to get close to Wrigley Field to be a part of this historic moment. And now let's go to Jack Brickhouse and Harry Grossman for the lighting ceremony.
Welcome to Wrigley Field for tonight's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and your Chicago Cubs. I'm Jack Brickhouse, and I'll be your master of ceremonies for this historic first game at night ever to be played at Wrigley Field. Now at this time, we direct your attention to the on-deck circle next to the Philadelphia Phillies dugout as the Wrigley Field lights will be officially turned on. Now, to perform the honors, the Cubs are proud to have a true die-hard Cubs fan. At the age of 91, he perhaps is the oldest Cubs season ticket holder. In fact, he has been in attendance at just about every Cubs home game for the last 25 years. His first Cub game he saw in 1906 at the age of 8 when the Cubs and the White Sox played in the World Series. Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, age 91, to officially turn on the lights at Wrigley Field is Cubs fan Harry Grossman. Harry, welcome. Harry, I know you have something you want to say.
Can I have your attention for just one moment? I'm very proud and privileged and very happy to be chosen the one who's going to turn on the lights. I'll be more happier if all the fans will join me like a Harry Carey, 1, 2, 3, and then say, "Let there be lights," and put your finger. All you fans deserve it, and you certainly earned it. Huh? Be ready, fans. 1, a 2, a 3. Let there be.
What a great moment. August 8th, 1988. Yeah, let there be light. The lights are on here. And it looks like it has stopped raining. Tarp still on the field. We'll have more rain delay coverage from the ballpark coming up.
Like the ad says, there's hardwood floors throughout.
Nice.
Hey, you want a Bud Light?
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you. By splitting the rent, there's more money for Bud Light.
Great.
Ready to see your room?
Yeah.
Hey, roomies, say hi to Brian.
The thing is,
make yourself at home.
Endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming.
That chili is not sitting well.
Join the Night Watchman as he secures the fortress in an ongoing quest to keep it safe from mediocre television. Travel deep down to the movie underground to screen another movie mind fresh from the vaults. Tonight, we got Spike Lee's take on the Son of Sam murders of New York in the steaming hot thriller, Summer of Sam.
The Son of Sam.
Enter the movie underground tonight at 8 East, 5 West.